Yeah, I don't know if ice wall and fire mix, but what do I know? I mean, I'll give them props for standing their ground, right? But unfortunately, they're about to look like Armin from Attack on Titan, if you know, you know. I wonder what's the point of an invisible crossbow, because, like, you're still pointing, they know where you're gonna shoot. The only thing you really benefit from is they don't know if you have any ammo in it. Like, an invisible crossbow that's, like, floating above him would make sense to me, because you don't know where it's gonna fire from. Oh my god, they got throated. Oh, that's a slow, painful death. The worst part, too, is it's probably going through every fucking hole, like, in twists and turns of their body, repeatedly, while biting and cutting, and oh my god, that's fucked. I feel like we've watched, like, 3 different episodes with their key signature fight, and this is all the appetizers for the main course. Like, that's insane. Bro's gonna walk up to Light and be like, hey, bro, can I keep this guy as my own pet? I think I could have use of him. Hey you, if you got this far in the video, make sure you drop a like, share, support, subscribe. If you're new around here, Patrons, we're going to catch my full live reactions, all these episodes, and more if you also want to help fund the channel and videos just like these. So, we knew it was going to be a bloodbath this week, but I don't think many of us actually comprehended how much of a WTF this episode was going to feel. And the crazy thing is that I doubt this is even going to be the worst of it. There's still a little bit left in terms of appetizers before the main course, that being our boy Light's main revenge. But you could deadass sum up the brutality that we witnessed here. Monsters went down characters' throats to the point that I assume it just eats all the organs. The violation's insane. Characters got charred like they were Armin from Attack on Titan. They got stomped out to the point that you watched them bleed out. And people just continuously were bleeding from areas that just should never bleed. And I think the worst part, too, is when you have adorable characters like this, who after going on the most psychotic rampage known to man, quickly walks over because they realize, oh, we actually went a little too crazy. Please be okay. They were dead like 50 stomps ago. Like, I don't think it's too much to show on YouTube, which sometimes these revenge shows can get, but you can't deny the fact that when you look at a shot like this and you think to yourself, holy hell, like, I don't know if they're alive in this shot. And if they are, the amount of pain they are suffering, I don't even think we can comprehend. And I think one of the things that separates this show above a lot that get into that revenge category is you legitimately think the characters we're killing and slaughtering and torturing, they're not weak. Often when you have characters like Jack here, right? These types of shows, you just either wipe them out so quickly, you don't get the impression the characters that are supposed to be level 2,000, 3,000 are great. So, of course, our level 7,000 guy is going to crush them. But the crazy thing about this show is that at no point do you look at these elves and think, oh, they're weak. Like, no, they absolutely have talent. It's just, unfortunately, I don't think they've ever had to properly fight for something because they just have always been stronger than other people. But a character like this, or any of them, like, yeah, some of them just kept casting Wind Cutter and had basic bitch abilities, but if that basic bitch ability has been able to one-shot most people up to that point, it's kind of like an academic, great honor roll student who just never had to study or try because they were just naturally better than those around them, but when properly thrown into a situation that they have to, you know, actually fight for and struggle against, they completely fall apart because they've never had to do this. Because as they keep saying, humans are weak, they're ugly, they're disgusting. And the fact that our boy is just sitting here like he's watching the game, like, oh yeah, the main event's gonna be coming up just in a moment, but this is I've been a hardcore defender, what was it, the second episode, when everyone was acting like, oh my god, this slice of life bullshit, like, what, I thought we had a revenge show, why are we watching them in these waifus, like, in this nice little town, like, it's so stupid. Even before knowing how far the revenge was going to go, I knew it was an important episode because it immediately transitions you from saying, oh, this is just an edgy revenge show, into, oh, wait a second, there's going to be that tonal whiplash, and that tonal whiplash has never grown boring. And the fact that it's not just this man himself that's a psychopath, it's all of them, is really good. Like, there's certain ones, like this woman who says she's a chimera and that she's made of multiple monster parts, which has me saying, I don't know exactly how you would defeat her. Maybe all the parts have to be destroyed at once, because arms were being ripped off. She ate her own arm, she ripped her own head off, and she was having the time of her life as her little serpent pals went in every which hole known to man. And unfortunately for them, I don't think she lubed up before she did so. The fact that it's not once but twice now that this woman has had a shot like this, like, I think if you show someone this shot in particular, they might say, what even is happening? And the more you look at it, the more you realize, like, wait a second, things are going in their mouth. And if things are going in their mouth, it's probably going in their ears and every other imaginable spot. She's probably inventing holes to violate. Like, that's why I say there's no other way to put this other than what the fuck is wrong with this show this week. Now, granted, for us as a viewer, as an audience, it's entertainment gold, but it gets to a point even I'm like, oh yeah, like, we're not pretending. Like, we are dealing with, I think, the best you could say, morally gray characters. Because, like, there's no denying characters like these deserve their fate. But I am fully convinced this series would eventually end. Like, we'll never see it in anime form, unfortunately, but I assume the direction the story will go is this man conquering the world and a lot of people, unfortunately, being, slaves. But like I said, though, like, at no point did these elves feel incompetent. They felt arrogant. They felt like they had everything always handed to them. But you can tell they're legitimately strong. And that's the big thing that sets this revenge show up from a lot, where when you go up and finally get revenge, they don't put up a fight. Like, sure, I'm pretty sure we could have cut the fight down by 70% time if we went all out right away, but we wanted them to suffer. But you can still tell they had talent and strength, which unfortunately you don't always, and if you did, like, maybe one or two of these fights would have been like, okay, you know, they put up a fight, but the rest of them are weaklings. Like, there's stuff that is ridiculous, like only using air cutter or using ice wall against, you know, flames. But when you think you're like 10,000 levels above everyone else, you probably think, well, I could use ice against fire, and, well, a rude awakening certainly is there. I mean, when you hear that she's going to use a free up, yeah, it's pretty much Rip Bozo at that point. And I mean, the fact that they came out of a scene after looking like that, and they still were breathing, as much of a piece of shit as they both were, you can tell they had strength, right? We still have 2 fights left, seemingly. Our girl looking mad short in this scene. I don't know what happened here. And then we have the other 2 walking up to meet Light. So some people have said they could see how this arc could finish up by the end of the last episode. As an anime only, it feels like, oh, we got like 1 episode left of this, but I would gladly take 2 more episodes of the Revenge Tour, because this is pretty freaking fantastic. But of course, that's all from me. Make sure you let me know what you thought down below. Drop a like, share, support, subscribe. If you're new around your Patrons, we're gonna catch those full live reactions, all some more. And hey, if you're already over there, I'd like to give you a video shout out, because my patrons are what make videos like these possible. So today we got Sun, Thomas Gordon, Case Kaiser, V-Sky, Kazuchi Soda, Kaikashu, DSPG, and we also have Maple Storm. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You know, have a good one.